Hello, all you beautiful book babes. Today we will be continuing our hockey month. We will be reviewing Bad Intentions by Mila Kane. Lily is the coach's daughter, and one of his players is her bully. And not just any bully, like the worst kind. One day her dad comes home with said player saying he will be staying with them the rest of the season. While staying there, the lines become a little blurred. Will this guy be Lily's doom or the best love she's ever had? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello, all you beautiful book babes. I am sorry for the interruption, but thanks to you all, we were able to obtain another sponsor, and this one I'm really excited about. This episode is brought to you by Dr. Ganja. Now, I know CBD and THCA is a controversial topic, but it's something I really believe in, so much so when I was in college, I wrote a whole paper on the topic and how it is so beneficial versus other medications. I even got my professor to convert on their beliefs on the topic. I used this company way before they reached out about being a sponsor. They have so many different products. They have flour, vapes, topical creams, gummies, spa stuff, and so much more. My favorites are their bath bombs, face wash, and their full spectrum sob relief. With having tendinitis in almost all my joints from playing sports growing up, this really helps with the pain in my joint. My husband loves their flour and vape products. He struggles with anxiety, and this really helps him when he's having an attack. We have never gotten a product and not fallen in love with it. If you want to take advantage of this, all you have to do is go to Dr. Ganja, so it's DrGanja.com, and then at checkout use the promo code SMUT, S-M-U-T, for 5% off your order. This is not just a first time order deal. You can use it whenever you order, which is fantastic. My husband already started using the code. Now, please take advantage of this offer. I think a lot of you will benefit from trying it. And you beautiful book babes, enjoy the rest of the episode. Bye! Hello, all you beautiful book babes. We are back with our next hockey book. I love hockey.
I love hockey too.
You like hockey books.
No, because my TikTok feed is full of hockey now. That's all I see is hockey.
Yep. Because people are finally realizing, the TikTokers are finally realizing, you know, what I've always known. Hockey players are pretty hot. They're really, well, some of them are a little questionable.
I don't know.
They get fake teeth once they retire.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not just that. It's like I've seen some trick shots being done too, and I'm like, oh shit, Jesse doesn't care nothing about hockey, but I see that shit come up on my feed. I'm like, look at that shit.
And even,
isn't it awesome?
Oh my god. Yeah, I got Billy into hockey when we first, not dating, but like right when we got married. I was like, hey, do you mind if I've never had a guy boyfriend would ever like sports like me, so it was like always so I dated a lot of pretty boys and nerdy boys, and it just never was in my favor. I was always the man in the relationship. But Billy was like, I prefer football, but I'll try hockey. And then he realized, oh, it's boxing with skates. I like this.
Boxing with skates, I love that.
Well, no, they're even making an official sport. You know, the MMA fighting?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they do that on the ice, and it's a sport now.
What?
Yeah, so basically they do boxing and MMA fighting on ice with skates, and you know, they're trying to make it a sport.
I need an MMA book. Now that you said that, I need an MMA book.
Do they have that? I watch it. So Billy's really into. Billy did what fighting? What'd your daughter do?
Taekwondo. He did
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Billy did jiu-jitsu. And so we watch a lot of MMA fighting movies. You know, it has a little romance and little stuff. Because I like Rocky. Because obviously I'm from Philly. Like, everyone always asks, is the Rocky statue there? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, wait, really? I was like, yeah, that was actually, it's a monument at Philadelphia.
I just think an MMA book, those male main characters would be super fucking possessive and know how to beat some ass, and that'd be hot.
Wait, I think I saw one, but I never got around to reading it. And she was a fighter, not him.
Oh shit!
I think. I will have to go into my Goodreads and see if maybe I downloaded it or added it to my want to read, because I do remember that book. I remember the blurb. She was a fighter. He was, I don't know what he was, a personal trainer. I don't know. But he was something.
Either way, I would want to read it.
Yeah,
hockey.
Yeah, let's get back to our actual sport that we're supposed to talk about and our books. So, what are we reading today?
Bad Intentions by Mila Kane.
Okay.
And the female main character is Lily, and the male main character is Caden.
The main character. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody knows we are male POV people, yeah. So yeah, that's the main character.
Yeah, the one that's important.
Oh my God.
It's split point of view. It starts off with Lily at a coffee shop. Lily is a straight A student and is in her senior year of high school. I will say this, the whole time I was reading this book, I had to picture them older, because whenever the book starts, they're both 17, and I like them to be at least 18.
Yeah, those books are always hard for me when they start off underage. It's a little hard to get into, but I get there.
They do turn 18.
I think about it this way. When we're younger, we did that shit. Yeah, so it's like, I'm not into it, but, I know what happens, is how I see it.
But my brain automatically made them older.
I need them to be 18 and out of high school, thank you.
Right? She doesn't go out to parties, and she doesn't cause trouble. However, her best friend Eve convinces her to go out to a party tonight. So Lily goes to leave the coffee shop to get Eve, so they could go to the party, when she runs right into a guy, like literally smacks into him. It's raining outside, and when she ran into the guy, she falls into a puddle, causing her glasses to fly off. The person she ran into just stood there, not offering a helpful hand or an apology, which made Lily mad. So as he's walking away from her, she calls him a parasitoid? A parasitoid.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to say. I'm not going to attempt to say it. Yeah. I'm not going to attempt to say it, but I know what you're trying to say.
Exactly. So, that word means that it's an insect that eventually kills the host they feed on. So basically, she's calling them
a pest.
A parasite.
A parasite. Yeah.
Parasite, yeah.
It's basically like if you were, say, a pest, this is a parasite. So, yeah.
Yeah. That pisses the dude off. And he turns around and asks her what it means, but she refuses to tell him unless he apologizes to her. However, before it could get any further, his friends call him, telling him it's time to go, and Lily takes that chance to run off. Oh, and by the way, Lily is the daughter of the coach. She's Coach's daughter.
Oh, this is Coach's daughter.
Yep. Later on at the party, that Lily is very unenthusiastically attending, I might say, she runs into the guy from the coffee shop. She immediately runs off to get away from him, but he follows her. Caden basically threatens her and tells her to stay out of his way, in which this pissed me off, because, she obviously was trying to stay out of his way. This is, by the time he catches up to her, it's the third time she's run away from this dude. Why are you following her?
She was doing what you wanted, sir, so why go out of your way to enforce it? I don't want you anywhere near me. Stay out of my way, but I'm going to come over and tell you to stay out of my way. Dude.
I could understand if she was, trying to be near. No, she saw him immediately turn around and dip. Why are you going to chase her down to town? She's doing it!
That's funny.
I was like, what the hell? And so when it switches to Caden's point of view, we find out he's not as unaffected as he made it out to seem when he told Lily to fuck off. Cade had transferred into Lily's school to play hockey and help them get to the championship. He's trying to play for a specific college that would increase his chances in the NHL. So finding out that Lily is the coach's daughter, and plus the rough start that they had when they first met, makes him threaten her again. Basically, you better not tell coach about this bullshit. And threaten his spot. My nose is really itchy.
It's allergy season. That's okay. I think I gotta take some Benadryl tonight. I've been outside in my garden, and I think I got a spider bite.
That's not
Yeah.
good. But yeah, no, my nose is itching, so pardon me.
It's so red. You need to get like those lotion tissues and itch it.
Yeah, it's itchy. All right, so Lily feels kind of indebted to her parents. We're getting a little bit of background, and she's suffocated by them. She doesn't do the normal teenage shit. She normally stays home and studies because her dad, whenever they were young, he was on his way to the NHL when her mom got pregnant, and the pregnancy caused him to miss out on his NHL opportunities. So he
Why?
because she had a rough pregnancy. It was like she explained a little bit that it was like a rough pregnancy, and
But
he
if you're
basically
going to the NHL, you make the money and hire a nurse.
yeah, well,
Sorry,
I don't know.
I'm an asshole. I'm like, how did. If you really wanted to see, and this is the difference between, I feel like, me and my husband versus, like, what the world thinks. Like, if you really want to do it, you will find a way.
You will make it work.
You will
Exactly.
make it work. So, yes, you have to be there for her. Yes, you have to be 100% with her. But if this is your dream,
You gotta make it work.
you gotta make it work.
Yeah. So yeah, she grew up thinking she ruined her parents' dreams and tries not to cause trouble for them, but it also makes her feel like she can't be around them anymore. So she's trying to go to a college all the way across the country, but she's even too afraid to tell them that. Like she's too afraid to cause any trouble and be like, "Hey, I'm moving across the country for college." So it's just a secret that she's applied for this college.
Oh no. When I was ready to move out at 18, I was telling my parents, I'm like, I'm gonna go to college and go far
Get away
away.
from you assholes.
Yeah. Even if I don't go to school, I'm probably moving away.
Yeah. But her parents don't want her to screw up her life by being worried about boys or whatever other distractions a boy may cause. So
Them
Lily,
boys.
yep, Lily as a people pleaser does everything she can to make life easier for her parents while secretly trying to get the fuck away. So Caden, we get a little more backstory on him. He was in the system and he still is because he's 17. Some shit happened with his original foster family, and his new foster dad had got him out of there, but it's not like a safe space for him. So though his old foster family was really bad, his new foster dad isn't any better. He forced Caden to do his dirty dealings for him, beating people up, selling drugs, whatever, since he was young.
Damn.
Yeah. So him going to Lily school is not because he's from there, it's because he's trying to better his situation and his foster dad doesn't know anything about it. When Caden returns home though, he finds out that his foster dad did actually know. We also find out that the foster dad, whose name is Jack, had been keeping proof of what he's been making Caden do for blackmail purposes. Yeah.
This sounds like a good cry and frustrated book.
It like this book had all my emotions. Was like, what the fuck? I think I cried at some point during this book the first time. I was like,
Like, I'm crying for Caden, but I'm also like, motherfucking stepdad or whatever you are.
yeah,
You asshole. Like, I'm already in it.
yep, yep. So a fight breaks out between the stepdad or the foster dad and Caden, and right now everything's jumping around because like each chapter is a different point of view, and it's switching backstories kind of.
Okay.
But so it switches back to Lily's, and Lily keeps a journal and she writes everything in it. She ends up having a sexy dream about Caden and wakes up to write about that. She's also really.
Someone's gonna find it. I know. Someone's gonna find that shit. Oh no. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Because you hit the nail on the head.
Someone, I mean, because come on, like she can say that she's gonna be by herself and all this other crap, but if the author's making it a point to, oh, I had a sexy dream, I'm gonna write about it. Oh yeah, oh no,
Oh,
someone.
it gets worse than someone finding it.
Oh,
I don't get that far in the review, like in this, but later on in the book, some shit happened. Oh, it gets worse.
oh no.
But she's also turned on, so she ends up touching herself. Before she can really do much or finish, she hears a car door slamming outside. She finds out that Caden is going to be staying with them for a while. Caden is soaking wet. I guess he called the coach after the fight.
Oh, okay, okay.
Coach wouldn't get him. Caden is soaking wet from the rain, so when she goes to hand him a towel, he smells her hand. I guess with her
I'm reading
hand.
too much werewolf stuff. I'm like, wait, is it her scent? Like, what happened?
Yeah, like she goes to shove the towel in his chest, and it was the hand she was touching herself with.
Was he just grab it and smell it? Like,
Yeah.
so confused. Why?
But my cheeks turn red at this. Like, for whenever that happened, I was like, that's fucking embarrassing.
Like, that's so weird. That's not even hot.
I was embarrassed as shit. Like, secondhand embarrassment. I was like, imagine just finished touching yourself, and then, like,
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
yeah, you just finished touching yourself, and then you have to jump up and hand someone a towel, and your hand still smells like you. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that portion. I was just like, why is he smelling her hand? That's so weird. Now it makes sense.
But yeah, so the next day, Lily's supposed to meet her father after school. Walking into his office, she sees someone in the private bathroom. Before she could turn away, she sees Caden. He's covered in bruises, tattoos, and scars. One of the scars she could barely see, but it looks like someone carved a word into him. All she saw was the letters W, O, and R. Those are the only three letters she saw of the word. Before she realized that Kaden was pissed off. Like she saw the three letters and looks up to see Kaden staring at her in a pissed off way. So Kaden is out for revenge, though, for Lily. He thinks she saw the whole word. And so later that night, he sneaks into her room looking for blackmail to hold over her head. And he finds her diary.
Oh, you little bastard.
He took pictures of it.
No, 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 no. No, this is gonna be like that book. I can't read it no more. I can't do it. No.
It gets good. It gets good. The next morning, he threatens her with it, telling her if anyone finds out about his scars, he will know it was because of her. And if anyone finds out, he will let the whole school and everyone know about her journal from the pictures he took.
Well, I know what the climax is. Somehow someone gets their hand on that journal.
Not somehow. Oh, trust me. When he had snuck into her room, he also took a pair of her panties and jacked off into them. So,
What, man? Thought you didn't like her.
so when he was done threatening her, he told her to wear them with his cum inside so she will know who owns her.
What the fuck? This is kind of twisted, and I'm kind of enjoying it, but also mad about it.
I love this book.
If you want like an emotional roller coaster, like the werewolf book I read, this is it, sis.
Yes. So even though he's the one that told her to stay away from him, he's like forcing himself in her like proximity.
Yeah. Girl, poor girl can't get away.
Right? So she of course tells him no, but he threatens her again and she complies. She's trying everything she can to avoid him, but he keeps showing up. She ends up going to stay at Eve's house just to get the hell away from him.
Good.
Yeah. And a couple days later, she's outside of school working on a project when he shows up and snatches the paper from her, telling her to follow him if she wants it back. All this just to ask her where the fuck she was because she went to stay the night at Eve's.
I'm not liking this male.
Oh, he gets better.
Okay.
He gets better.
God, what a dick.
Right? But before giving the project back, he blames her for keeping him distracted, and to pay him back, she needs to kiss him. She was mad about that, so she bit him instead.
Girl.
Yep.
That's my woman right there.
You're right. This time he grabs her by the throat, tells her that biting him won't stop him, and kisses her again. I know that, like I said, I know they're in high school, but I was imagining so much older because this scene was good. And I was like, they're not high schoolers, they're not high schoolers, they're not high schoolers.
Oh my god, some of the werewolf ones I'm finding out, they do like the girls in high school and the guy's the alpha, so he's kind of older, and I'm like, this is a little too far for me.
Yeah.
Like, I get you're waiting for her to get her wolf and you guys will be together after, but this is still a little pervy.
Yep. Yep.
This is hitting a little too close to home for me.
Well, after school, Lily was waiting on her dad when two girls approached her. One of the girls warns her to be careful around Caden, to not let her guard down because he's not who he claims to be. She used to live in the same town that Caden is from, and says that he has a reputation. That she would feel bad if anything happened to Lily and her family without having the chance to warn her. So she's there to warn Lily. But the girl was already running off before Lily could get more info from her. And of course, Kaden was walking up.
That should be enough info, girl. Stay away.
Right? But Lily isn't afraid and turns around and asks him what kind of a reputation he has, but he brushes her off with some bullshit answer. Because of that bullshit answer, Lily decides to make plans to go to his old town and find out herself who Kaden is.
I like this chick. I'm gonna do the work myself, you asshole.
Yep. When they get home, Lily decides to go for a run. She normally runs in their home gym, but she's trying to get away from Kaden. Like, she just needs to be alone. So she decides to go run outside. Kaden decides to join her. He told her to leave her the fuck. Like I said, he said, leave me the fuck alone.
This is not even stalker. This is just, you're a dick.
Yeah.
It's not even stalker. It's just, you're a dick. I'm trying to get away from you. And you're like, I'll go running with you. Right? What the fuck, dude?
But stay away from me. But he's not happy with just a jog. He wants to chase her. If she makes it home without him catching her, he will leave her alone.
Oh, I'm
back. For the night.
I'm back on board. I love a good chase scene.
Right?
I'm back on board.
But if he does catch her, he gets to kiss her. He never said where, though.
Oh.
She takes off running, but doesn't head straight home and ends up on the wrong side of town. She runs into a group of guys who grabs her and won't leave her alone. But of course, Kaden comes to the rescue because he was running right behind her.
Mm-hmm.
When they get home, Lily goes to shower and Kaden barges in wanting his payment for their little game. And he chose to kiss her boobs. And for just a little bit of boob play, this was actually a good scene. It was just boob play, but it was a really good scene.
I've had a couple books where they hit the boob play like right on the nose.
Yeah.
And the girl most of the time, I don't know how they do, but they come just by the boob play, and I'm like, I'm impressed. I couldn't.
Right? I couldn't. Like, it was really well written, and I was like, I need more of this. Like, what the fuck? I need more. Just boob play. Give me more boob play.
More boob play.
She didn't even get her shower, by the way, and I don't know why this stuck out to me, but, like, she went in there to shower, and he barges in, but she's the one leaving. I'm like, why the fuck didn't she shower?
Probably because he's there. I would leave it. I would be so mad I would not even think and be like, fuck the shower. I'll shower tomorrow.
I don't know why that part stuck in my head. I was just like,
that happens to me during books. I'm like, wait, what happened? Thought we were doing this.
Yeah. The next night after the game, one of the hockey players was throwing a party to welcome Cade / winning the game / Kaden and Lily's birthday. Their birthday was like 2 days apart. Knowing Lily wouldn't go to the party, Kaden got another hockey player to talk coach into allowing her to go, basically giving Lily no option but to show up at the party.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a dick. I'm sorry. There's stalkers, and then there's just annoying assholes.
Yeah.
He's on that crust of annoying asshole, not stalker.
But he gets better. Like, in the beginning, I hated him, but he gets better. At the party, one of the Puck Bunnies calls for Truth or Dare, and Kaden makes Lily play. Kaden dares her to crawl to him. He didn't expect her to do it. He was just trying to embarrass her, but Lily was not about to let him win, so she crawled.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'd be like, what point are you making?
Right. Right. So the Puck Bunny who's trying to get Kaden's attention was pissed and dared Lily to kiss Josh, who is another player. So she did.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll kiss him. Fuck you.
So she kissed him. After that, they were all heading back to the main house. Josh was in the middle of asking Lily out when someone pushed Lily into the pool. Kaden pulls Lily out of the pool, and another hockey player thought it was the Puck Bunny, so he pushed her in for payback. I don't know why, I just thought that was great. I was like,
I love that.
Because the hockey player was like, not cool, pushes her.
Well, because a lot of the players, if the coach has a daughter, the players are very, and this is not just books, it's like, for someone who's played ice hockey and understands it, and understands, like, the mentality, if the coach has a daughter, if she gets hurt by somebody, all the players are very, like, older brother, like, fuck you, like, I'm gonna get you, because you don't fuck with, she's the princess.
Well, you would think that for this book, but not really. Like, everyone left her alone. She was mostly ignored. She was completely off limits and everything, but at school, she really only had one friend, like,
Oh.
yeah. So she wasn't the princess, they stayed the fuck away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eve takes Lily up to Beckett's room to shower and change. And I'm gonna say this right here. There's so much going on that I'm not saying. Like, there's other shit that's happening that I haven't put in here. So, sorry if random names pop up for y'all, like Beckett. I never mentioned him before, but he was mentioned many a times.
I've tried to, like, put the name, but I'm like, oh, they're not going to know the name because it's really not an important character. So I try to phrase it where I'm like, this person does this. And sometimes it doesn't always sound right.
Exactly. But yeah, so Beckett had been mentioned before. I just didn't mention him. Um, so Eve takes her to Beckett's room to shower and change. When Lily gets out of the shower expecting Eve, she comes to find Caden instead.
Of course.
Eve had found Lily some of Beckett's clothes to wear, including his jersey. And
He's not a fan.
And Caden said, no, you don't wear his number. I won't let you. I don't know why that shit in books always makes me giddy as fuck.
Well, because that is a real thing.
It's like a possessive shit, and I'm like,
they
yes!
are. All players, I don't care what sport you play, a man player, because even when I was in high school, I dated a lot of athletes just because I was an athlete girl. You only wear their number. You wear someone else's number, game over. Like, literally, I was into hockey. I went to my boyfriend at the time's hockey game. I just wore, like, my Philadelphia Flyers jersey, and he goes, "What the fuck are you wearing?" And I was like, "A jersey.
I love that shit.
I don't have your jersey. I'm sorry. I just wore a jersey. Like, I'm a hockey fan. I just, I wore a jersey."
I love that shit, though. Like, I would love to see that in real life.
It happens.
Yeah, I'll say that shit's awesome. So shit starts ramping up at this point. We're only 42% in. Like, this book is very detail oriented, so
We've been reading long. We went through a novella kick, and now we're like in like these like crazy long.
Your 700-page book.
Yeah. Next month we're doing Wolves, and I found a pay by chapter, and I went on Amazon to see if there was any way I could get it, and it was there, but it's 711 pages, so that might be a long episode.
Yeah. But yeah, so there are smut scenes throughout, but...
Do we get full-blown smut, at least by the end?
By the end, yeah.
Okay.
You do.
I mean, shoot, my 700-page book, I'm third, what number am I on? 240, and I'm still, I haven't gotten any smut, but I'm not mad at it. Sometimes I'm not.
But that's what I'm saying, like, this one, it wasn't a lot of smut, but I was actually really here for the plot, because, like, this had my emotions on high.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck.
I think this is the most we've gone back and forth about a book, so I'm like,
yeah.
It's like, we should do a book of books that we, like, get frustrated at.
Yeah, it's like, if this main the main Caden, whatever the fuck his name is.
This person.
This guy had me on high, and then Lily, too, she's doing stupid shit later on, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It is literally, that was the same as my werewolf book I read when I kept texting you. I fucking hate this book. I fucking hate this book. I fucking hate this book.
Oh, I like it now. Wait a second, I hate it again.
Yeah, it was like, you liked it for a second, because it's, like, so close. The characters are so close to finally hitting that point to be together, and then, something else happens. And I'm like, motherfucker. And that was a really long book, too, because that was about... I had Kindle on my phone, and that was Kindle normally. Yeah, it's a lot more pages, but it took me 3 days.
Oh, jeez.
Books don't take me 3 days. I read a book in a day.
Yeah.
So for me to take 3 days with a book, first off, it was long. Second off, I had to keep putting it down. So I was just like, if my Kindle was a physical book, I probably would have thrown it across the room at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, this book, like I said, it starts ramping up after this. There's a lot more emotional shit that happens. I want to tell you so bad.
We'll say off the podcast.
Fuck it, I'm spoil it. So later on, some shit happens. I'm not gonna say what shit. Caden releases the journal all over school. Those pictures he took, releases it all over school.
I knew that was the climax.
Yes,
I knew that was the climax. Oh my god.
Some shit happened. It wasn't even her.
Because that could have gone 2 ways. It could have been like, he had it on his phone and he was an idiot and someone got it.
Yeah.
Or he
released it.
He got mad at her for some reason and released it.
Yep. So some shit happens and yeah, he released it.
I'm sorry, but if he did that, like, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, I know they get back together, obviously, it's a romance book, but real life shit, I'd be like, fuck you.
Right? Be done. Unless there was some intense groveling, I'd be done.
Nope. Grovel
No?
all you want. Grovel all you want.
No?
I'm really big about you don't put my personal life out there.
Sure.
I'm very big of that. Like, literally, it's a huge thing for me. Like, when me and my mom worked together, I had to call out for something, and I told her, don't tell anybody I'm calling out for a different reason. Because water cooler talk at our job,
Yeah.
that happens fast.
Yeah.
So I told her, literally, 2 minutes later, I caught her in a meeting telling someone why I'm calling out. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
You're not supposed to tell people.
She goes, well, it's just Rocky. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care that they don't report to my manager. I don't care if, they're on the other side of the world. I just said, don't tell anybody.
My mom used to do that. Whenever shit would happen with me, and I'd be like, don't tell anyone. 2 minutes later, she's on the phone with her friends telling, and I'm like, I just told you not to tell people.
It's just like, when we call out, we tell each other the real reasons.
Yeah.
But we, basically, if no one asks me, I don't say shit. Sometimes I don't even say shit if they ask me, because sometimes, there's a person in the morning that's pretty nosy.
Yeah.
And she'll ask, and she'll be like, hey, why is Nicole out? I don't know.
I don't know. Not here.
Not my business. I just know she's not here. Because I'm not putting you on full blast, because then she's going to ask like 20, because this person's nosy, she's going to ask you 20 million questions when you come back. So no, I'm not telling you why she's out.
Nope.
She can lie for herself.
For herself, I love that.
Now, if you want to tell me a reason you're calling out, I have no problem sharing that, because you've done it before. But if you don't give me a reason, you ain't getting nothing out of me.
I normally just text you like, hey, by the way, I said I was leaving for this.
I've told my boss, I told Dan on my birthday, I was like, hey, I'm leaving, girl. I don't know what you want to do about it, but I'm calling out.
Bye.
At that point, it was just one of those, I forgot to request off for my birthday, so you know what? I'm gonna leave early. So, because at this point, our job sucks so much now. I'm just like, I'm leaving early. I ain't telling you why. I'm dipping. I gotta go.
Mental health.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I stopped the book at 42% because, like I said, it's so detail-oriented. It's a whole bunch of shit, but it's really good. So Goodreads actually gave it a 4.12, and that's on par. That's on par? Okay. It's good. Like, I think this is one of the ones I went to for spoilers, and there were so many good ratings that I couldn't find any bad ones to give me spoilers.
I hate those, though. Like, I want a couple that couldn't... I don't really do that a lot. Can you go to the reviews and request, I only want to see 1 star?
Yeah, on the laptop you can, and you could see just the bad reviews. But I was on my phone, and I was sitting there scouring the reviews. I'm like, where the fuck are the bad reviews? I just need spoilers.
Yeah, because normally I go to my phone, and I can't filter it, so I'm, like, sitting there, like, I can't find a fucking spoiler. Fuck it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I couldn't find hardly any bad reviews. Overall, I gave it a 4.5. The smut was like a 3, because like I said, it's in there, it's just sprinkled out.
Yeah.
The plot was 5. The humor was 0.5, but I think that was mostly because of the best friend Eve and some shit going on with her. Not really the plot. Yeah. Emotional, I gave a 4. Because this shit had me pissed.
It sounds like it would give me a 5.
Yeah. The smut, the plot, it was more plot than smut. So, yeah. But yeah, it's a really good book for you to pick up. Like I said, it's gonna piss you off.
Why do we keep finding these books? Like, it's just, like, so aggressive, and it's just, like, I fucking hate this book, but I need to know what happens, so I gotta keep reading. Like, it's just, like, those books, it's so hard for me to finish, because I'm just sitting there so mad at the book and the characters. I'm like, motherfucker.
Just if you do read it, imagine them not in high school like I did, you'll get through it. Because, like, it took me a minute to realize they were still in high school.
If it's high school throughout, I do have a small problem with that.
It is.
Like, normally it's like they're in high school to start off, and it goes farther than high school.
Yeah.
But this one, it doesn't sound like it does.
No, it's all throughout high school, and I'm like, these high schools got some shit going on. Damn.
Yeah, I had a hockey book that it kept doing flashback when they were kids, because it was in the future one. And then when they were doing flashbacks, smut was happening during the flashbacks, and I had a hard time with it. I was like, this is a little... Like, I just kept thinking, I'm like, they're stupid kids, they're stupid kids, they're just stupid kids. It happens. Like, that's what I need to think. They're just stupid kids,
Yeah.
but I'm not into.
Yeah, I'm not like it's not some smut you could get into because they're kids, but
Because you almost think it's like, what if that was my kid? So,
someone would be murdered.
yeah. Yup.
Digging a hole in the back of my yard.
Yup.
Someone
Like,
would be murdered. What happened to Addie? Addie? Addie who?
you can feed her to my chickens. It's fine. They eat everything. Oh my god, so that is today's episode. And please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to follow us on social media. We are on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm always posting little tidbits of the episode and sneak peeks and stuff like that. And even when we get on arcs and we don't have time to read those books, I do post little tidbits on TikTok of those arcs as well. Because most of the time they are authors that are very unknown. I'm not on a lot of famous author. The only one
I
that
like unknown authors. There are some famous ones. I do read all the shit.
yeah,
But I like the unknown ones.
sometimes the famous ones they get a little complacent. Like I've
The
noticed
stories
that.
become the same.
Yeah, like Emily Roth, I loved her when I first started when she was not that known. Now it's everywhere and I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
Same with Anna Hong. Anna Hong, when she had King of Wrath, I freaking read that shit up and all her other books, but they're almost, I don't know, I'm just getting tired of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. It's the king of whatever sin he deals with and battles with. Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Yes, they're a little different, but I don't know. I just get tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going that way to C.R. Jane, but I will read Rookie. That's why I haven't read her quarterback one because I'm just like, it's the same thing. Stalker, funny friends, we get it.
Yeah.
Stalker, funny friends, we get it. But yeah, but that is today's episode, and you beautiful book babes have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.